This sour candy can now be found in cereal
Ice cream.
and Oreos.
What candy is it? Find out next on Sarah's Wiki Corner podcast.
It's time for Sarah's Wiki Corner. Sarah, something we learned. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello. Wiki Corner today brought to you by Niblag Foods and the Genesee Valley Regional Market. Of course, what are we learning about in your Wiki Corner today?
Well, did you hear Maggie's impossible question today?
Yes.
So the question was, nearly 20% of people did this in September.
Yes.
And the answer was, bought Halloween candy.
Yes.
And I would venture to guess that none of that Halloween candy is still around anymore.
Yeah,
Because
right.
if you buy it too early,
That's the
there's
problem.
no way it's lasting until Halloween.
You have to be a person with great self-control to do that.
Have you bought your Halloween candy yet?
No, because
Neither
I have no self-control.
Yeah, I haven't either. I just forgot it was like next week already.
It's with 8 days away, 9 days away, 10 days away, something like that.
Now, do you know what the top Halloween candy here in New York State is?
I would go with Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Well, according to the fine people at candystore.com, and it seems like
They
they
are
would
fine
know
people.
this information.
Right.
The most popular Halloween candy here in New York is Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch
Kids.
I do love Sour Patch Kids.
Followed by Hot Tamales
Okay.
and Candy Corn.
Candy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy corn. All right.
So other states where Sour Patch Kids top the list are Maine, Nebraska, Texas, and Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Does that surprise you, Sour Patch Kids?
That
It
it's
kind of
high for-
surprises me that that's a number one.
It does.
Because I would have thought like Snickers or,
something more mainstream. You
Yeah,
can buy in
yeah,
those
yeah.
big jumbo bags. Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
Well, Sour Patch Kids were created in the early 1970s by a confectioner named Frank Galatoli while working at a Canadian candy conglomerate, Jarrett International.
Oh, yeah.
They were sold originally under the name Mars Men to capitalize on the popularity of UFO.
Sure.
At the time.
Right.
They sold reasonably well, but when they started exporting the product to the United States in 1985, they realized that Americans were not as enthused about aliens anymore.
Oh, really?
And they were also preoccupied with the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, yeah. That was
At the time. That was
popular.
big time in 1985.
Yeah.
So that prompted them to change their name to Sour Patch Kids to capitalize on the popularity of the Cabbage Patch.
Good
Kids.
move.
Amazingly, there was no kind of lawsuit, intellectual property lawsuit or anything like that by the folks at the Cabbage Patch Kids. And so the Sour Patch Kids were born.
Or, yeah, they were born. Is that how they made them?
Yeah.
They're born?
They were, yeah. So the first packages of Sour Patch Kids featured a blonde boy as the candy's mascot, which was actually based off of Frank Galatoli's son, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scott, yeah.
As part of a brand facelift in 1992, Scott's alter ego was redesigned and joined by a female companion, but both disappeared around 2011 in
no.
favor of the candy themselves, which are now the official mascots. And in 2013, Blue Raspberry was added to the original orange, cherry, lemon, and lime flavor.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a fan of the blue Sour
too.
Patch Kids.
Me too.
Good.
Me too.
Good ones.
So Sour Patch Kids contain tartaric and citric acid,
Two of
which
my favorite kinds.
provide
by
the
way.
candy with that sharp burst of tartness. Sour Patch Kids Extreme, which contains malic acid in addition to those other two acids, is
Tartaric
considered
and citric.
the sourest variation in the Sour Patch line of candies. Now, their product line has expanded beyond candy in recent years. In 2014, Sour Patch Kids Gum became available. In 2018, Dryers produced Sour Patch Kids flavored ice cream, which, I don't know how that would be. The same year, Post released Sour Patch Kids cereal.
Wow.
The cereal was shaped like Sour Patch Kids candy and dusted with the sour sugar that dissolves in the milk. So then
I
the
don't know.
milk would become sour.
I'm not saying I
guess.
wouldn't try it. I definitely try
Yeah.
it. But I don't know that I'd commit to a box.
Yeah. And then in just May of this year, Sour Patch Kids Oreos were released to store shelves with colorful sour sugar inclusions in the cookie and cream.
The sour
which,
is
again,
just such a unique taste. I don't know.
right with the chocolate with the Oreo. I don't know.
By the way, it's not on chocolate Oreos. It's on,
It's on the
vanilla Oreos.
Okay,
just
still,
just to
but-
clarify.
But I don't know.
I know. I agree.
The
I'm
sweet,
just
I don't know.
yeah.
In France, the candy is known as Very Bad Kids, which I like. I like a lot. I like that name. Very Bad Kids. In the UK, the company has released a fun Halloween-themed promotion called Sour Patch Kids Heads and Bodies, which is exactly what it sounds like. Features their just their heads with their matching torsos. So
That's very macabre.
yeah, it is. And there's no word on if that seasonal product will end up here on American shelves anytime soon.
Fingers crossed. Nothing like decapitated children to make you just want to dive into Halloween candy.
That's right.
You picked out a record to go along with the Sour Patch Kids, did you, Sarah?
Yes, we're going to play the song Sour Sweet by the Guess Who.
Very fitting. Sarah, thanks so much.
You're welcome. I don't know that I usually buy Sour Patch Kids for Halloween candy.
No.
But I think I might this year now.
Yeah, we were talking.
If that's what the kids want, that's what I'll give them.
And it sounds like that's what they want in New York. They're great, as you said, right before we came on the air, you said they're great on road trips.
Excellent.
The Sour Patch Kids.
Yes. You said you just had some, right, over the weekend?
I did. My daughter got some on a road trip. I didn't know they were in the car. She was smart. She didn't tell me she had them in the back seat. But when we got to the hotel room, they were on the table, and they were open, and then they were gone. It seemed...
How'd that happen?
Quickly. That's how it happened, quickly. The Wiki Corner today is brought to you by our friends at Niblag Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market, talking about candy.
Oh, they've got
some good treats.
They got some really good snacks there at Niblag's. Sour, like Sour Patch Kids. They've got sweet, salty, anything you're in the mood for. They've got lots and lots of good snacks.
Yeah, not necessarily snacks that you would give out on Halloween. These are snacks
these are for you. These are for you.
There's a delicious. What did we just open? It's on my desk.
Oh, the peanut butter and jelly. I think it's peanut butter and jelly snack mix.
It's peanuts that are in there, and then there's like they're like little Reese's peanut butter cups, but instead of chocolate on the outside, they're peanut butter on the outside
with like jelly inside.
With jelly inside.
Yeah.
Those are incredible. Then there's chunks of
big chunks of like
jelly,
strawberry.
Of strawberry,
I think.
Just so good. It's amazing. Like that would be a good cereal, possibly.
Yeah.
If you didn't care about health at all. And it seems
totally.
I don't because I'm mentioning that. So anyway, Niblag Foods, Genesee Valley Regional Market. Do please check them out. Okay, there was something. What else was I going to talk to you about? Oh, changing clocks. So that's coming up soon. You know.
I know it's like next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Next Sunday.
So get this, people are weird. People reportedly start dreading the end of daylight savings time about 11 days before it takes effect. By the way, it's daylight saving time. I just said it wrong.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Singular. They start dreading it 11 days.
Wow.
I didn't know we were supposed to start dreading it. I think you just do it.
I mean, I'm not looking forward to it. Although do we gain an hour? We gain an hour, don't we?
You fall back. Yeah, you get an extra hour.
I mean, so that's nice. But I don't like that it turns.
Dread it? Does it really like throw your life off?
Well, I hate that it gets dark at like 4:30.
Yeah, but it's.
I know, but I don't like that. I hate that.
Okay. You don't start dreading it, do you?
I don't dread it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
At night, 40% of people admit that they feel a sense of dread. Also, that dread can linger until about 13 days after the change, which will be November 16th. It's like a month of dread.
Wow, that's a lot of dread.
The main issue is that it can bring on sunlight blues. That's what it's called in quotes here, but that's like, what do they call it? They call that
seasonal affective disorder.
Thank you. It starts becoming dark by the time many people get off work.
Yeah. It's really hard to get used to that. Like, I will say, like, it's very hard to get used to driving home in the pitch black.
Yeah, I agree. But again,
even now, it's like, it's getting, obviously darker earlier. Yeah. And it's like weird for me to remember to turn my headlights on when I leave work.
Right.
Like.
Did you have the automatic headlights?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
What are you
and my car's newer than yours,
T?
I think.
You're driving a Model T, Sarah?
I just
take the stripped down version.
Base model.
How many wheels does it have? 4?
It's got 4, yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right, stand by.
The phone ring, or sing ding-a-ling, or talk about a thing.
Legends 102.7, the biggest hits in the history of the world. It's the Guess Who, Sour Sweet, the name of the song. Sarah, do remind us, why did we just play that record that I'm talking over?
Well, because we were talking about the sour sweet candy of Sour Patch Kids.
Nailed it.
That's the #1 candy, apparently, here in New York State. Most popular candy.
#1.
Love it.
Love the sours. We're also sour here. Let's recap 3 things we must take away from today's Wiki Corner. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
All right. Sour Patch Kids were originally called Mars Men.
The name was changed to capitalize on the popularity of Cabbage Patch Kids at the time.
And you can now buy Sour Patch Kids ice cream, cereal, and Oreos, among other things.
Ooh. All right. I haven't seen the cereal in the cereal aisle.
I don't.
Is it like limited edition? Is it only available like at certain
That I don't know.
distributors?
I'm not sure.
All right. I want to find that out. I want to find out because I would try. I mean, I would try it. I said before I wouldn't commit to a box Who are we kidding? I would commit to a
You would
box.
totally commit.
I wouldn't commit to a double box. You know how you sometimes get the cereal?
Yeah.
I wouldn't,
Like
not
the
one of
family
those.
size.
Just a
Just the
single
regular
box.
old size.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, folks want to learn more about Sour Patch Kids. Sarah, where do they go? What do they do?
Well, you can go to my Wiki blog. If you go to
Yes.
legends1027.com on the
Right.
homepage, there is a link that takes you to my blog where I post everything I talk about every day.
It's all right there. Plus, you can watch this live on Facebook every afternoon at 4:10. You can, it does stay up there. You can watch it there, but you can also catch the archives up on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Sarah's Wiki Corner. Like and subscribe so you always see when we post new material. All that brought to you by our friends at Nibblite Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market with some great snacks. If you're into snacks, and
Who's not into snacks?
Who's not
Who
into
doesn't
snacks?
love a good snack?
Thank you, Sarah. Back tomorrow, fresh episode at 4:10.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. We've got Alphaville on the way, some John Lennon as well as we work our way to 5 o'clock, and the legendary Drive at 5.